That's whatever.
Yeah, no, I wanted to tell you that before he called you, but
No, that's fine.
Charlie's a
Thanks. Well,
quick person. He just does shit quickly. Like
that's
it always
okay.
pisses me
I'm
off
I'm
because
fine with it.
every time that we try and like look at a property in a different state, I'm always like, hey, I'm like, before you get all gung ho and call the realtor, I said I need to call him first because I'm like, that's just free referral money I can throw back into the purchase.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just get excited. And I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, tell me who you want to use. I'll call him first, get the referral done,
Yeah.
then you can call him all you want. I'm just like, but
Yeah.
you're just letting them have free money. So anyway, we got
Yeah. So
that. Well, that's a bummer. I wanted to tell you that before he did.
that's all good. Because I texted him like, hey, by the way, like, do you want to look at properties while you're here? And he's like, well, let me call you. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Gotcha.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't, like that kind of stuff, like, is what it is. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
I
can
mean,
only do so much. And like,
it's a relationship thing. Like, there's gonna be a lot
yeah,
of purchases down the road there,
I
but
know. And I'm fine with
and
it. Like, I'll
and it
get
was
up to that probably. Like, that's the plan. And
well, and it
but
was yeah. I mean, it was
I also
funny.
didn't want to lie to him either. I could have said all I do is luxury, but it's not true.
There's
And I just like,
I
whatever.
don't remember how long have you been doing this again?
Me,
Yeah.
11 years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
2012.
mean, I don't know. I'm like Charlie. It took me a long time to get up there, and I'm like, it's all. I mean, it'll all happen when it needs to happen.
Yeah, it's all good.
He had
Like,
no good rebuttal to me about I could sell all the luxury shit too if I did it for 1%.
yeah, I mean, if that's what I advertised, then
I don't
it's
even know
all
what this
good.
chick's
I
name
mean,
is.
it
What's this?
is what it is.
I didn't know
Um,
that until yesterday. By the way, he called me and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna look at some houses," and I was like, "Oh, did you talk to Curtis?" And he's like, "Well," and I was like, "Oh, you
it's all
what? I don't
good.
even know Katrina's last name. What's Katrina's last name?"
Barrett,
That's
Katrina, Barrett.
she hot?
No, I mean, she looks
Oh,
good in her
what
pictures.
a bummer.
Well, Nicole said she looks horrible in person. She looks cute in her. Uh, yeah, I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, she does
Whatever.
look
It is
cute
what
in
it
the
is.
picture. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, yeah, like, whatever. Fine. Anyway, all right, cool. Well, that was that. That was the only bad news I had for today.
I mean, that's all right. I'm mad at that. It's life. Can't win them all.
No, yeah, that's yeah.
There'll be more.
I
I
know.
plan to be in this business for a little while, so
I've had my own brother and well, my own sister and then my own brother buy houses without me. So that's life.
yeah. Hey, does it
That's why
look
I'm glad
better
I
with
don't have what?
on or off?
Oh, that's fun.
Is
You can
that a
just
better ambiance?
you can just turn it on with your foot.
Yeah, there's like a little
It's
clicker
fun.
on the bottom.
I have my lamp on, so
Yeah, it's good, dude.
might
Well,
as
I'm
well.
excited. When do you get out here?
I don't know. I have to book it. I lied to Charlie and said I booked the tea time already, but I didn't. I didn't have time today, so I have to do it tonight.
So where you
He was
want to
like, "What
play?
time?" I was like, "Oh, I'm like, I don't remember. I'll have to check my email." And so
Well, let me know.
it's funny.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Uh,
Sunday, right?
Saturday, but I'm gonna fly
Saturday.
in. I'm gonna yeah Saturday morning or it's Saturday like 1. I'm gonna fly in on Friday night though.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the 7 p.m. flight out of Omaha, so I'll get to Scottsdale around like 7:45.
Perfect.
Oh, that way I can just I don't want to fly super early on Saturday morning, so
Yeah, I
that
don't
way I
blame
can
you. Where are
just
you staying?
Mountain Shadows.
Oh, sick. So
Yeah,
that's where Charlie's staying there too, right?
yeah. We'll just stay there together.
Dope.
So it's right down the street from Kel's old apartment.
That's a sick little. We could have played there too. That's a fun little track.
I think him and I are gonna run the executive course there on Sunday.
Well, that's what it is. It is just
Yeah.
one.
So we'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that'll be it
So
Sunday.
we're playing Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know
I'll send the tea time confirmation
because
out.
I got to get a babysitter for Cal. Make sure my parents are available.
Oh, yeah. I'll do you have like another babysitter besides your parents, or is it just them?
Well, I could ask like my sisters,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't really have. I mean, I could ask. I don't like asking people for help, to be honest with you. I'm
Yeah.
weird like that.
Yeah. I know.
But
I tell
Cal
everybody
likes it at my
you
parents.
need to find like a good babysitter that you can just like call at a moment's notice if you have
I
to.
yeah. I mean, that's my parents really.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're great. They're more than happy to help. And then my sister lives there too, and with their kids and they got a big enough house to have fun for a few
I know,
hours.
and
But
usually if your
Marissa's
sister watches your kid, you're gonna have to watch hers at some point.
yeah, that's exactly. I don't volunteer for things
Yeah, I
or
don't
make
either.
them do. Yeah,
I'll never be the brother that will watch my brother's children. I know that.
yeah, it's
Not my
hard. I mean,
That is just not my thing.
yeah.
I need to
So
get a bigger light on my screen here.
yeah, you should get the one that I have. It's huge.
Well, I know I walk by everybody's office down here and they all have these fucking obnoxiously large things. And I'm like,
That's
okay,
mine,
I need to upgrade mine a little bit.
but it works.
Charlie is trying to bring this smoke show. I hope this doesn't.
That's what he said. He said
We'll get
some
this.
DJ or something.
Wes.
Yeah, some.
We'll get this edited out of the podcast. But anyway, I don't remember what she does down there. But anyway,
She's from, where's she from?
she's from Nebraska.
Okay, that's what I thought. And he said I forget what he said.
I think I'm friends with her on Facebook. Let's see.
DJ or something. Is Charlie single?
No. Charlie's very married.
Very married?
He doesn't want to be, I don't think, but
Yeah.
he's very married. But that's why this one chick and I didn't work out one time. Is because this like Russian chick, and she's kind of a gold digger anyway when you look at the guy she's gone after. But her and I started talking, and then we were supposed to meet up one night. And so she stood me up, and I was like, oh, okay. That's actually never happened to me before. And then she was like, we need to talk. And I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, that's like a phrase you hear multiple months into a relationship. And she's like, come out and meet me. I was like, fuck no, I just tried to. And you didn't show up. And so she's like, Charlie and I had an affair. And she knew how good of friends I am with Charlie. And so she's like, that's gonna be awkward. And I was like, oh, okay. So that kind of killed that moment. And I don't know if that's ever true. And I've never asked about it. So whatever. But anyway.
That's what it is.
Well, I know. I'm like, well, I don't care. It might be awkward for him, but not for me. So anyway, that never came to fruition, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right. What are we gonna talk about today?
What do you want to talk about?
First
dude?
podcast in like 3 weeks.
I know it's been a minute.
I know.
I've been too busy. I've been scheduling around. Probably should make this more of a priority. Certain things.
No, I mean, it's
things come up.
I mean, who cares? It's on the schedule,
Yeah.
and if it has to get pushed back,
Yeah.
it gets pushed back. Whatever,
Yeah.
make it work. I mean, we have enough content here for a lot. Of shows. I mean, already. So
Heck yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah. There. What do you want to talk about? Let's see.
Well, we should talk about like mentors today.
Like that.
This has been on my agenda for a while.
Well, I mean, I guess we could also talk about masterminds because that was a big on my list today. Figuring out.
Yeah, I was gonna talk like mentors. But yeah, that's it. So we can talk about that and masterminds because I need to start doing masterminds on my team. I asked them for ideas. They didn't really have any. So, but we start a new social media challenge this week. So that's going to be kind of for next week.
What was that?
Well, so I wrote down what?
Was that like your video posts?
Yeah. Well, so I wrote down all of Jimmy Burgess's ideas. And then one of our lenders had like 150 more. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, do that. Cause I got a call from, do you know who, you probably don't. I don't think you've ever met him. Noah Escobar. He's in Florida.
No.
He's like Jimmy's protege.
Oh, cool.
Super cool dude. Young. He's actually dating Jimmy's daughter.
Oh.
But he's really helped him. I think he's early 20s, probably. But he makes some sick videos. Like his thing is video content.
Yeah.
And so we try to be like accountability partners, but I haven't really been doing video, but he has. So he like FaceTimed me the other day. He's like, just checking in, man. Wanted to see where your video's at. And I was like, you're right.
I haven't made any.
God dang it. Yeah. So my big thing this week too is coming up with like a content calendar and schedule and scheduling out like kind of what you did last week, where it's like 5 hours of just stuff.
So I'm gonna,
I mean, I could honestly should just do it like right here but I kind of like being outside and like.
So here I'm gonna what is that? No, I'm gonna share my screen for a minute. No, I don't want to do all this. How do I change that? What the hell? Maybe I just have to send that to you later. Oh.
I also want to do, and here's an idea that we could also do, especially while you're here. I'm gonna do this with. So the plan is Noah. So Noah's in where Jimmy's at, Florida. It's like the Panhandle, like 30A, which is like really dope. Apparently.
Okay.
Do something along the lines of, if you're retiring, what does $1 million get you in Florida versus Scottsdale?
Yeah,
And we
those
do
are
like
so
a tag
easy.
team
Oh,
video
that's cool.
where we're both in it together, where I fly out to Florida, record it, and then we fly back to Arizona and record the other half of it.
Oh, cool. Love
I
that.
also have an agent in Portland that wants to do that. And then I was going to
Okay.
ask you if you wanted to do that as well, where I
Ah,
can
for
just,
sure.
wouldn't that be dope?
Oh, what happened? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh no, that'd be dope.
So like
I love that idea.
yeah. So what does Scottsdale get you versus, Nebraska or whatever the case is, Omaha?
No, I love that idea.
And just compare. And then we can each be in it and also reshare it. And I think that you get a lot more traction social media wise when it's, you add people to the
Well, right, yeah, you get more
the
followers.
post and whatever. So I think that's a really big idea. And like, gosh, I know so many people all over that it'd be really fun to.
Plus, it's a
And it
good
doesn't have to be $1
experience.
million. It could be 500,000. It could be.
Right.
But you
Well,
have
I
that.
mean,
How
you could
much
do
would
it. I
you?
mean, what you should do is like all different, I mean, price ranges.
Yeah.
And and then you just space those out like a couple months apart when you post them, so it's not the same content all the time.
Yeah.
Here's my spreadsheet that my social media lady created. And so you can see I already kind of have your idea on here. How much would 250 buy? How much would 500 buy? I
Yeah.
don't think you can see this very well. But
Yeah. I can see it.
I'll send this to you. So I mean, it's super great. Like we can check off when we filmed it. If I want to add any notes here, like when we have it scheduled for, when it's edited, and then when she posts it. So that's going to be kind of cool.
Dope. Yeah. That's cool.
So I'll send that to you.
Yeah.
But you can't see my screen anymore, can you?
No.
Okay. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, there's like hundreds of ideas. Plus, all those ones that like Jimmy talked about, you could break down into like 4 or 5 more videos.
Yeah.
So
I got all of his written down.
we had our team meeting on Thursday, because I just do like once a month team meetings, because I don't think we need to meet as a group more often than that. And so I do this thing where we're starting next week, so there's going to be 2 buckets. So only certain, like, not everybody on the team had to do it, but I think 9 of the 11 people decided to do it. So there'll be like 2 buckets, and every week you need to record and post 5 videos for 3 months. This contest is going to go on for 3 months.
It's a lot of videos.
What?
So that's a lot of videos.
I know, but they're all just like 20-second videos though.
That's
like,
great though. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Like I literally sat at my bar top out here for an hour, and me and my social media lady made like 15 videos. It was just super simple.
Awesome. Heck yeah.
And that's what's nice, is just to batch that and be done with it. So I already have like a couple week head start of everybody. But anyway, I said if I lose, I'll put the $100 in, but like I'm not gonna like allow myself to win the competition. We'll kind of But so anyway, every week that you don't do it, you have to put $100 in. And then if you do record, you get your name in the other bucket. And then at the end of the challenge, I pull someone's name out of the bucket, and they win the whole pot of money.
That's awesome.
So, and everyone's like, holy shit, $100. And I was like, right, you all are broke. So I have to make this like mean something. If I just say it's $10 a week, no one's going to care.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a good idea. I think maybe I'll try to do the same thing. I have our team meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's
we should do something fun.
And just like show your team like Jimmy's videos. I mean, they're really not. I mean, they're not hard. And then the other thing I'm going to do is every Friday, I have this on my calendar for 10 minutes, because it's not going to take any time at all to shoot them. Is I'll screen record on Zillow or some app, most expensive house listed in Omaha that week, and then least expensive house listed. And then I'll just cut my face over it, and I'll talk about each house just for like 10 seconds. But they're just super, super short videos, and then I'll just immediately just go post it. So my social media manager every Friday will just leave a blank space in my content. So once I shoot the video, I can just send it to her, and she'll just post it right away.
Yeah, I just got access, or my social media person just got access to all my stuff.
Ah, cool.
So that makes life a lot easier.
Yeah, that's a game changer. I mean, I could post it myself, but like she's just better at consistent stuff, hashtags and all that other crap.
Yeah, so it's so much easier. I did the same thing.
But I'm like, I mean, like some of my people on my team, they have like 40 followers on Instagram, but I'm like, yeah, but like this is what we're doing. We're kind of building up the following, and
heck
we're
yeah,
going to be on TikTok too. So I think people in Omaha are going to get tired of us, because it's going to be a lot of videos, but it'll work.
No, let's get your name out there.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think people think they have to be like 10 minutes long. I'm like, no, nobody wants to watch a 10-minute video.
Yeah, no, not even close.
No,
a minute.
like 15, 20 seconds. That's it, maybe.
A minute at the most.
Yeah. But no, so I mean, they're all pretty excited about it. So I have to send an email out tonight telling them all the rules because they're all like, does live stream count? Does this count? And I'm like, well, only if it can be like recorded and then
I would say as
posted.
long as it gets posted.
Yeah, because I'm like, the point is it's supposed to stay there. I don't
Yeah.
want like a,
Well, I think live feeds get maybe not on Instagram, but on Facebook they do.
well, yeah, that's the thing. I want it to stay there. I don't want it to be a
Yeah.
story that goes away because I want it to be content.
Oh, like stories. Yeah, you don't want it to be a story.
Yeah, no, I just want it to be left there.
Actual posts. Yeah,
Plus it builds
for
up
sure.
your, like there are some realtors pages I look through and like they don't have a single picture. It's just all video.
Yeah.
And the other thing I didn't know is that on some Instagrams, I don't know how people do this, but you can actually select, so like when I click on their profile, like when you click on mine, it just goes to like my wall of everything I've posted. But you can actually specify to Instagram that it goes to your Reels page instead.
Yeah, I've seen
So,
that.
like somebody will have to actually like click over to the other one to actually see everything, but otherwise all
Yeah.
they see is the Reels. So
Huh.
I just think it'll be good. Everybody will get to know everybody on the team, and it's just
Yeah,
a good way for them to build an audience. So
definitely.
yeah,
That's a
I'm
good
excited
idea.
about that. That'll be good. That was like the most excitement they've shown about something. So
Dope.
that's good. So I
Yeah,
just
you got to find ways to motivate for sure.
yeah, and then we recruited a great gal last week. So she sold like $6 million her first year.
Dope.
Yeah, she's a rock star. So we're
That's
gonna
awesome.
be pretty excited about that. So
Good.
Vince gets mad at me because we have a rule here where you can't really recruit an individual to your team. Because in theory, if the company's spending money building them up and training them and everything else, then you just kind of come in and scoop them out.
Oh, was she already signed with Burke before?
I had my ways around that though, so it's good. She didn't want to be an
Yeah, me
individual.
too.
She didn't want to be an individual anymore. She was kind of tired of it. So,
Yeah. That's
and I've
dope,
learned
dude.
there's just people who really like the team environment. So
I do. I don't know if I could ever just be an individual.
well, not now. I mean, now I'm fully committed.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my two buddies who help run the team, we've already talked that if the team doesn't work out, us three are going to stay together because it's just more fun that way.
Yeah, it's way more fun.
It's like you have your own little support system,
Yeah,
you're not just like
heck
out here
yeah.
like a lone wolf hanging out. So it's a lot cooler.
I think
For
it's way
sure.
more fun that way.
But yeah, like what mastermind top? Because Vince gets mad at me also because I don't go to a single mastermind in the company.
Well, I think it also has to be a good mastermind. It can't just be, I mean, I'm sure Vince has quite a few that he runs, I would assume.
There's literally like 2 every day in this building.
Yeah. So like I think it can get a little watered down. We started ours because of Rethink.
Oh, cool.
And like we didn't have a presence at, like, I'm a big fan of mastermind and sharing and all that kind of stuff, but we
Yeah.
never really had anything like that out here. And after being on Rethink, that kind of opened my eyes a little bit on let's just do this and like let's help run it. So I started it out here, and fortunately that dude Jason Brayford, who he helps run Rethink with Vince and Jimmy. He's like the franchise dude that is in charge of like the corporate stuff, I guess.
Oh,
that is. That's why it gets blasted like to like when we do the videos and stuff and it went to convention and all that. He's like in charge of that kind of stuff. And he like takes notes on all our meetings and anyways, but he lives out here in Arizona. So I asked him to help me. So we started ours, and we meet once a month, and everyone's like minimum production. They're legit agents.
cool.
And we tried to pick from, we have like 12 offices here, I think.
Jesus,
10 or 12
really?
offices. Yeah.
Wow.
We have like yeah, we're just all over the city, or actually the state, really. We got like a Flagstaff office up north, we got a Tucson office down south, and then like
Those
a
are all
bunch.
owned by different people, aren't they?
No.
Oh, so those were
It's
all Marks.
it's all yeah, it's all it was Mark. Now we're corporate,
Yeah.
but it was all Mark Starks. I mean, he probably had like 40 offices total.
So,
Maybe more, because he was Vegas and Southern California.
That's why Vince always wins office of the year. Yeah.
Because it's one office.
Even though we have 4 or 5 like locations, it's one office.
Yeah, no, we have different offices because we have like a Scottsdale, North Scottsdale, Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, Tucson, Goodyear, Peoria, and like all over the place. But anyway, so what we try to do is handpick people from each office. That way we each get a different perspective.
Ah, cool. That's a good idea.
On everything. And it's been good, dude. So we have our next meeting this Wednesday. Sweet. And every month is a different topic. So this week is actually listing presentations and like what do you bring to a listing appointment, whether that's marketing, whether that's, whatever.
Oh God, I would do so bad at that. I don't bring anything.
Well, I mean, it could be a good opportunity for you to, I mean, you give your input and say, look, I don't bring anything, but here's what I talk about and here's what I do. And this is why I do it this way.
I'm having one made for the team now because I understand everybody's not me.
Yeah.
They
So,
need
I
to
mean,
actually, like, bring
I'm getting a custom one done right now too. And
Do
I
you
think
guys
I'm
have
going to
like
do
a
it more.
Do you guys have like a marketing department in your Berkshire?
Yeah, we do. We have like a generic Berkshire Hathaway listing presentation that is semi customizable, which is kind of what we do now.
Yeah.
But I also want it completely different for what I want to do.
Yeah, our marketing department upstairs is doing the same thing. They're building me a whole new one so that I can be different because I don't like having the same one as everybody else. And we're making it digital, so you can obviously send it to people ahead of time if you want.
That'll be dope. Yeah,
we're making a buyer's guide too, so that way
I have a buyer's guide. You want to see it? I just got it done. It's sick. Actually, we just finished it actually like a month ago.
Cool.
Here's what it looks like, and I made it square.
Oh, sick. That's
so
cool.
it's like it's a little bit different than
that's fun.
Like your normal. And the plan of this was just like if you meet with a new buyer, just let them have it. And it basically goes over like, so meet your agent. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it has like
totally.
Meet your agent, and everyone's gonna have their own page for
their own cover.
That one, and then it's like a little
cool.
It says trip down memory lane, kind of where it all started.
Oh, that's fun.
The team.
Cool.
And it has like a little then it goes through the steps of buying a house.
You can have that at like open houses and stuff too.
Yeah, that's the plan. Pre-qual, making an offer. It's just like a quick,
sweet,
kind of generic offer elements.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's just something to grab people's attention.
Yeah, escrow timeline, frequently asked questions, moving checklist. We put a checklist in there, like so they can just like rip off the back page and use that for the checklist if they need to, and then like a QR code and
sweet. Yeah, I love that. That's cool. And the
square, so it turned out really nice. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, square thing, great idea because it also
I think so too.
It also helps stand out.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different, and it's
it looks like you didn't just print it on shitty paper, so obviously that's
we got it all gloss and
I love that.
Nice. It's not. I think definitely, and it's easy to, I don't know, handle because if it gets too big, people just throw it away.
I'm not going to read that much information.
Yeah, so I like that. I'm actually really happy. We just finished that.
Cool. Those look great.
And again, I think the goal is there's this website, I forget what it was called, but they turn everything digital. If you load up all the pages, and it'll like be animated where if you click next, it'll go like,
oh, sweet.
It'll look like it's actually turning the page.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll have to find out what the website was, but
yeah, I think our marketing department can just do that. So yeah, we're excited about that. So
yeah.
Plus, now that we're doing my new landing page thing that I think goes out next week, that I want like a digital buyer's guide that can be like sent out right away to people so that they have the info and just, like you said, steps to take and things like that. So
heck yeah, just a generic.
The digital one is cooler too, because if somebody like leaves my team or joins my team, I don't have to like print a whole bunch of new ones. I can just I mean, I'll have regular ones anyway, but
and that was my thing too. Like I like that it's customizable with each person, but I also like it's kind of a pain in the butt to reprint all the new ones. But I also think it'd be cool for them to have their own, like when they do sit an open house or when they got their own clients, like just
what we're doing on the listing presentation is I haven't decided. Like, I don't think I want to make the listing presentation look as nice as that. I like the thing for the buyer's guide, but I think the listing presentation will be a little bit simpler. So everybody will have their own like cover page, and then the rest of the documents will all be the same. So they just have to, tell our assistant just to print their cover page and then the other one of the packets, and then she can just change that out for whoever needs it. So
that's cool.
But
I actually want mine to look kind of like that
forever. So
I
haven't made a listing presentation in forever. So
I actually have a listing appointment tonight that I didn't make one. It's a past client that we worked with forever. But usually I will say I always tell my newer agents is like, never assume you're going to get the listing. No matter what, even if it's your friend, your family, whatever, like always come super prepared.
Those are the people most likely to screw you over.
Yeah. So I haven't made anything. But I'm trying to decide if I really should or not, but we'll see. I don't know. I think we're okay just to show up.
Like I asked people, actually I take that back. That house I just posted for 2.3 million. I had to do a listing presentation on that. but I didn't even have one. So I just kind of like put one together.
Mhm.
Because I asked him, like, are you kind of like a stats person, or like do you like to look at things? Because otherwise I just go there and I just have a conversation with people.
Yeah.
And just generally, you know, I don't know, conversations just go really well that people just list with me anyway. But it's funny when I had to like riddle off last week for like a half an hour all the shit that I do to make it worth what people pay me. I probably should just like put all that actually into a
Yeah.
document so that I have it to give for.
Yeah. And I think stats are pretty important too. Even if you're not a numbers person, just like going over like, hey, my houses sell for X amount of more than MLS average, or hey, my houses sell in 3 weeks
Right.
faster than the average, or whatever that case is. I think that's pretty important for anybody to see.
No, I agree.
And those are the kind of things that
These are just
I'm
the
trying
things
to,
that, like, you know, when you get busy and you get caught up in other stuff, you just kind of forget.
yeah,
So then obviously when somebody tells you that they are a person that wants to see a presentation, and you're like, oh shoot.
I should get on that.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I see you tomorrow. So I guess we're gonna mock one up this evening. So, and I finally just said screw it, and I did not make one. But like I have a lot of, I'm gonna see if I can find it. So like this is like your buyer's guide. But like I've made this for like a big listing of mine before, so it's the same thing. It's like the same thing,
Nice.
buyer's guide. So I generally like when I go to those things, like I just bring this and I'm just like, I don't have like a listing presentation, but I just bring all the marketing stuff that I've done for houses before.
Heck
And
yeah.
I just leave it with them so they can understand what I do.
So that's one of the things that here's I'll just big picture idea is marketing proposal versus like listing presentation. And I think the marketing proposal, like I think I want to gear my listing presentation more towards marketing rather than like, I mean, at the end of the day, like that's what you're doing, right? Like you're marketing your stuff. So I don't want to call it a listing presentation. I want to call it a marketing proposal.
We actually named ours
That's
marketing proposal and resume, I think is what we named ours.
perfect. Yeah, we're on the same page. Love that. So I'm the same way. Like I want it to be more visual, more, how are we going to market your property to get as much money as possible?
Well, yeah, I mean, because like anybody can, I mean, honestly, like in
Here's
today's
why we're
world,
different. Yeah.
somebody can throw up somebody can throw up a house and it probably sells. So you have to explain why you're going to
Yeah.
for it and, you know, actually make people understand that. I think that's what mine's called. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh yeah, ours is resume and marketing plan. That's what it's called.
Resume marketing plan.
So like we have a couple of, I mean, we have a couple pages in here of like the Berkshire stats, like
Yeah, and that's what I kind of want to do too. I actually have a page in our buyer's guide that's just Berkshire Hathaway stuff, just to.
yeah. And then, you know, like we have like tips for showing your houses in there, which I completely stole from online.
Ooh,
And what?
said ooh, I'm writing that down.
And then we had, you know, like page about professional photography, and then we have like a page about my like videography company, our social presence that we have. And then we go into a continuation of, you know, showing your house. And then of course, you know, we're going to talk about like how many visits our Berkshire site gets, my site gets, all that good stuff. So, oh yeah,
Yeah, and that's kind of how long is it, by the way? Like 20 pages,
14 right now.
14 pages.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like I don't want something
Small,
that's
like the smaller the better, I think. I think it can get a little too much. Do you talk about, and one of the things that I'm trying to figure out how to do too is like adding like comps and whatever in that proposal?
yeah, I don't
Or
want
is
to do
that
that.
something separate?
Well,
Because that's a totally different thing than a marketing proposal. It's like,
yeah, I mean, I think you have to bring like two things to the appointment. One is, you know, you have your marketing plan and resume, and then you just print out comps and you just bring it with it. I don't think it needs to be in some like uniform little booklet, because then, you know,
yeah,
because then you can't have the booklet like you have, because then you have to like print a new one every time you have a listing appointment, and you're going to run out of time
yeah,
with that. So
yeah.
it's like, you know, just print off comps and
Well, what we do too, do you guys use like those hardcover books? Have
yeah,
you seen those?
yeah.
So, and everything's loose leaf. So I guess theoretically I could add the comps and
Yeah, you can
whatever.
put them in there. I don't
Um,
know. I just like I mean, the comps are going to get thrown away.
Yeah.
I just like leaving the marketing packet with people, and then I mean, honestly, sometimes I sit on my phone or on my laptop and like I get on the MLS in front of them and we just talk about it right there.
Yeah.
Because then it's better, because then you're not like, oh, we're limited to the 4 pictures that the piece of paper shows. It's like you can actually
Yeah.
go through each property and see how it
Yeah.
compares. So
Yeah, that's true. I'll usually what I'll do if it's like that, I'll print all the comps, but then I'll make notes on each one of the properties and
yeah, that makes
kind of do
sense.
that ahead of time. But it's all, I mean, it's all deadly.
But yeah, I think they're both. You'll have
Love
to
that.
you'll have to keep me posted on what you come up with for your
Yeah, I will.
resume.
I mean, Wednesday we'll have our little group, our mastermind about it all, and I'll
And I
see.
also like tell people, because I actually have a printed list of like the best people I've worked with in the past and their phone numbers and their emails. And I have their just open permission to give that to people. And they can call them at any point and they can just ask questions about me and how the experience was. So, I mean, I think like literally opening up my Rolodex to future clients and just saying, you know, these are 25 of the people I've worked with in the past, and you can call them and ask how the experience was. I mean, that's like a pretty important thing, because it just kind of shows people like, yeah, I mean, you can say a lot of stuff in this appointment, but if I actually get to talk to past clients of yours, they've never actually called them, but a lot of people just think it's kind of cool that I put that in there.
Heck yeah.
So
I just noticed it's 4:15. My
Yeah.
listing appointment is 45 minutes away.
You're good. What time
I
is
might
your
have to jump
listing
off.
appointment?
I gotta leave like now.
Oh, well, that was good. We fit in.
Yeah.
We
No,
fit
that
in.
was, dude, I didn't even realize that went by so fast.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Um,
We'll talk
want
about
to say hi to
next
Nicole
week.
real quick? Let me go
What?
grab Nicole. Hold on.
Oh,
Nicole
okay.
wanted to come in here.
Oh, okay.
Say hi. Um,
Well, you go to your listing appointment. I'll talk to her for a while. No, not in a weird way. Just
no, that's fine. Hey, hurry up, come in here. I gotta leave. Right. No, I'll let you know how it goes, dude. And I'll
look at this room. Look at this room.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, holy
That's
fucking
crazy.
animals. I know, isn't that
Trophy
weird?
room. Hey, we should try to go. Are you into that kind of stuff, by the way?
Hunting?
Well, there's a speakeasy out here called the Trophy Room.
Oh fuck, I'll go to
And
that.
it's
I don't want to
like
hunt.
that,
Yeah,
and
I'll
they
go
make
to-
you like put your phones in these little old school lockers.
Cool.
It's dope. We should try to go there.
The whole hello.
Hi.
The whole no phone thing though, that might freak me out.
Nah, you're good, dude. I wouldn't worry about it. Here,
That was
come sit.
it.
You're on mine.
I need
Come on.
ladies.
Miss Big Shot doesn't have time for us now.
Yeah, right. That's not true. Oh, coming from you. I just saw your newest listing.
It's like $10 million short of the one you just sold.
No, it's like 8.
Oh, big difference. Big difference.
Oh, yeah. Listen, then you have another one coming. You already told me about this. So add those together and hey, we're almost there.
Still not there. Still not there. but-
Okay, listen, you'll get there.
I know. I actually get shit in Omaha because, you know, I'll sell like 30 to 35 million a year, and it'll be like my average sales price usually is like, I think I've upped it now to 700. And
Oh,
so I get there a lot easier than some people, whereas like Megan Owens sells 40 million, but they're like $300,000 houses, which sounds exhausting.
you know, and that's kind of the
Yeah.
route I go. I hyper focus on larger deals and it takes significantly longer. And then some people just, you know, whatever works for whoever. I'm supportive of either way you want to get to your goal or whatever
Right.
makes you happy.
Well, and I've realized how many deals I've lost that are small because people didn't think that I sold
Happens
those.
to me all the time.
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like,
Yeah.
those ones are easy. The big ones I post take forever to sell.
I gotta go.
Oh.
You're late.
Where are you going?
I got a listing
Oh,
appointment.
I
Do you need a
need-
picture?
Yes, I do. Can you do it from there like you did?
The same.
Well, she
Yeah,
knows how to
because it's,
shut your
it's a
computer
cover
down.
photo for
Like you're on a
clipping.
podcast?
We're clipping from the Rick thing.
With
And
the microphone in it or not?
I don't care.
Flipping. What do you mean?
You know, like
You don't
watch
have
my
the one
social.
I took?
I used it already. Yeah.
Really not.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Actually, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
How big?
Yeah, because she needs a cover photo for that's perfect. She needs a cover photo for it.
Okay.
Okay, well, he's gotta
She's
go.
gotta
but
go.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll text you.
Okay.
appointment, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be late too.
Be late and no listing presentation. Good start.